Hello everybody, my name is Petr Koutný and today I have for you another brilliant chess game of two great chess players. With white pieces this game played David Navara, who used to be one of the strongest Czech chess players in Czech chess history, and with black pieces this game played famous Fabiano Caruana, one of the strongest chess player on the world. And what's maybe interesting that we are following Spanish opening lines and lots of chess players calling Spanish defense something like a Rolls Royce in a chess. Lots of people love to drive a Rolls Royce, but not everybody can afford it, and that's same in a chess. Lots of people love to play Spanish defense, but not everybody knows how to play Spanish defense. So for this reason, I think that we are going to watch a beautiful chess game and some exciting moves. So let's welcome, let's enjoy, and let's have a fun. For last time, I'm going to tell you that with white pieces is playing David Navara, with black Fabiano Caruana, and we are following Spanish defense. So d4 and queen b8 maybe is not bad, of course, bishop g5 and h6. Now first surprise is that David Navara is going to take on f6, and at the one side he is not losing time. Of course, at the second side he is going to give black two bishops advantage. Idea behind this move is to take on c5 and immediately to play queen d5. And queen d5 is interesting move because, of course, queen sitting in the middle of the center is a beautiful and strong piece, but at the other side black's king is still in the center, and maybe that's the reason why David Navara believed that all these moves make a sense, and he played queen d5. Maybe much more stronger here is to play c4 or maybe queen c8, but Fabiano played knight b7, and the best answer here is to take on b5 immediately, and because just to take on b5 right now is a mistake, because take on a8 makes sense, and knight a5, it's probably a winning position for white. Yes, black has to be careful, and I understand that maybe this position it's not a typical Spanish position, because I can't remember queen on d5 sitting in a Spanish defense such a in early stage of the game. But at the other side, okay, black is careful and played here bishop e6 check and bishop d7. So here maybe Navara should go for draw and play queen c6, but we're lucky that David Navara is looking for more, and he is not happy with draw. So he played queen d1, and after exchange on b5 he took on a8 and played knight a3. So black is under pressure, and black has to decide how he is going to defend b5 pawn. Okay, I don't believe that black is losing or black is worst, but still black has some issues and has to solve these problems. And for example, queen d8, it's for example queen a5 is one option. Maybe b4 is a safer, and after knight b5, say queen b8 take, and castle should be level. You know, at the one side maybe slight edge in activity for white pieces. At the other side, two bishops are doing good job for black players. So it's good to believe that nobody's got advantage. But you know, in a chess, it's important to be active. In a chess, it's important to believe in yourself, and that's maybe sometimes the most important factor, to believe that you have the day when you are going to beat stronger opponent. And queen a5 knight b5. So David Navara took pawn on b5, and of course idea behind this move is that it's hard to believe that black is going to take this piece, because bishop a4 is a pin and extra queen and game over. So that's a pawn, but you know, bishop c4 is the answer, and bishop c4 is going to attack not only knight on b5, but of course is going to attack rook on f1. And now this position is going to be double-edged, sharp, and really complicated. What is good to see is that black's king on e8 is still in the center, and right now black is playing without a rook on h8. So maybe that's the reason why we have chance to believe that yes, this position is good for white, it's not bad for black. So 96 makes sense, exchange, and white is losing exchange. Yes, check on b5, and now c4. Okay, after move g3, it's good to see that black's rook is in an offside, and till black's rook will be there, white's got compensation. It's a big question how big is a white's compensation, but it's good to believe that yes, there is some kind of compensation, and black has to be careful. So he decided to play move h5 just to give a life to his rook, but h4 is going to stop these hopes and stop these dreams, and black has to find another way how to play with this rook. So he played bishop e7, and I think that maybe yes or maybe no, but black has to be careful. You know, black has to find somehow how to play with this rook, and he offered pawn. Okay, after g5, bishop a4, it's good to see that there is another pawn falling down. You know, it's a question if c4 pawn it's not going down immediately, or if this exchange is giving black some kind of advantage. Of course, after this check, it's good to see that king d8 is a mistake, is losing mistake. So black has to go to f8, but as everybody know, in the endgame it's important to have active king, and this is a passive king, and we are now nearly leaving double edge and unclear position, because sooner or later we will see a really clear position where white will have more material and of course nearly winning advantage. So that's a typical Spanish game. For many moves is unclear position and a really complicated position, double edge, but boom, and now everything is simple, and that's exactly happened right now. So exchange on g5 makes sense, and now bishop c6, take, and bishop knight took on c4. And what about this endgame? This endgame is difficult for black. White has already a material advantage, 3 pawns for the exchange, and can play for win almost forever, so without any risk. His practical winning chances are higher, and black has to hold this position, and you know, it's difficult to play this position against David Navara. Even Fabiano Caruana has no chance at all. So f5, why not? Knight e5. A threat, of course, is a fork on g6. For this reason, black has to be careful and check. Now rook b1, knight d3, take, and a king e7. 3 pawns are dangerous to black, and 3 pawns are giving white higher chances to beat Fabiano Caruana. You know, sometimes are playing asking, have I advantage or have I bad position? And the answer is simple. Just watch your position from white's point of view and black's point of view, and just answer yourself. if you like this position more for black or for white, and I am absolutely sure that nearly everybody is happy to play this position as white, and not everybody is happy to play this position with black. White's position is without any risk to lose. Black position maybe will hold, but it's full of risk, full of tricky moves, and black has to be careful. And you will see f4, b4, and now bishop d5, c4, and still too many moves are there played. Bishop e4 and bishop e3, c5, knight e5, and bishop c2. Yes, or maybe too many threats like f6, knight c4. Of course, it's not good to take this pawn because there is a fork on c6, and yes, black has to be careful, and for a human it's nearly impossible to play such of difficult positions without mistakes, without blunders. You're playing under time pressure, you're playing under pressure, and it's hard to defend this position. It's not hard to lose this position. Bishop g5, c6, c7 is a threat, of course, and b5, and it's beautiful time of this game where 2 or 3 pass pawns are stronger than exchange, and it's something what we have to remember. We have to remember that pass pawns are the most typical winning plans in the endgame. The pass pawns are the most typical winning plans in the middle game, and of course sometimes we have to be brave to play these positions, but if you're brave, you are a winner. So what's happened next? Bishop e3, f6. Yes, just to take this pawn is c7 and knight g4. That's a winning, of course. And for this reason, black played to d8, f7, b6, and it's difficult to hold all pawns. So check, pin, no problem at all, knight c4, and now bishop d1. Game over. Beautiful game, beautiful play with pawns, beautiful Spanish defense, and I believe that was amazing chess game. So if you enjoy this game, if you like this game, feel free and press like or press follow and made my day. And remember that chess is a beautiful game where activity is the most important principle. So that's all for now. Thank you very much for watching. See you soon. Take care. Bye bye.